Right, so everyone knows that a couple of weeks ago I was gonna drop Claudio. Well, not drop him as much, but I felt I was struggling a little bit, just lacking in some areas, especially with the low game and stuff, and you know, obviously giving my turn up quite often. So I decided to pick up law, and I've been playing a lot of law recently. But looking at the new season 3 patch notes, I think it could be close that Claudio might even overtake law with play him, I should say. Obviously he's still going to have flaws and stuff like this, but depending on how you play him is depending on how good this character is going to actually be in season 3. So if we start with down forward 3-1, that move, it says the second hit will now always chain together with the first, even when delaying its input. Now, if you notice, sometimes when people this move is hit confirmable, but if you notice, sometimes if you delay it that much, that second hit, even if you hit with the first hit, it won't always wall splat, which has happened to me quite a few times. So obviously, having this now always going to jail, like as much as you delay it, like the maximum delay, it's always going to be natural, which makes it so much easier now to hit confirm. It were easy anyway, but the fact that you could sometimes like get the second hit blocked were a bit of a pain. I was saying that won't happen. That's fucking amazing. You know, that helps my game. I obviously hope it helps some of you lot as well if you use that move. I abuse this move quite a lot, especially trying to hit confirm it. Obviously, you know, if you've seen the unblockable setup I use as well, it'll help me do that a lot easier. Next, down 1-2, increase the move's reach. So I assume from like that it will probably reach from there now, which helps because, to be honest, a lot of time, especially when people are running at me after like they just knock me down or something, I like to use this move just to kick it. It's got a little bit of good reach in it now anyway, and obviously it's hella plus, so it's a really good move to use. Another buff, you know, you can't complain. It wasn't necessary, but you know, we'll take it. Down 2-2, change the frame advantage upon hit from -1 to 0. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits or is blocked. So that means that once this is blocked or hit, it's going to leave them closer, which is fine. Also, it's been changed from -1 to 0. That, I don't know if that's a buff or a nerf or whatever, because to be honest, I do not use this move. I use it when I've got Starburst, don't get me wrong, like not all the time, it's easily blocked offline, but I don't really use it without. I use down 2 on its own, but not down 2-2. But obviously, if you're a user of down 2-2, and obviously it doesn't get blocked when you use, this is a buff for you, because you can straight go into while standing 4, you know, you down jump, and you can probably beat out what most people are going to do. Down back 2-1. Now this were a big one for me, because most of you should know I have a bit of a floor chart sometimes. So for instance, you know, moves such as this and that, you know, you 1-2, down forward 3-2, to steal my turn back. Obviously you've got your down jab, which is +6 or something on hit, which you can use to steal your turn back. But I use down back 2-1 just because, I don't know, it does more damage, so I like to use down back 2-1. It was -2, it is now +3 on hit. That is crazy. Still -13, which is fine because it used to be -15 in season 1. So this to steal your turn back is ace, because that's interruptible, don't get me wrong, or you know, yeah, whichever one you want to do, but you can do this into while standing 1 and it can't be interrupted. That's a massive buff, especially for someone the way I play him, because I like to use this move quite a lot, because I feel like it's a good way to obviously high crush and steal your turn back and close rounds out in some ways. Down back 3, change the frame advantage upon hit from +1 to +3. That's crazy, that. So obviously it's not ideal offline. Yo Sasha, how's it going? It's not ideal to use like offline and stuff. It's easy to react to, but some people out of habit will you know, they'll go to it. But I won't recommend using this move so much. Online, you know, go for it, whatever. But the fact is, you know, that is uninterruptible now. Obviously people could down jab and trade with it. That's uninterruptible as well, so that can help people that like to use this move. I use it online, don't get me wrong, but offline not so much because it's just easily to react to. But at both fight yards it's been changed from -17 and -15. I think that stops some of the cast launching it, I'm not sure. For instance, oh, you know, that's a big one. This is yeah, Claudio got buffed 100%. This move, especially like a tip for Claudio players, hello man. If you're playing against Hwoarang, use this move because Hwoarang's like to up back 3-3 to launch it, but that's 16 frames, and now it's -15. If they try to do that, you've got a free duck and launch. So think about that when you're playing against good level Hwoarangs. Until they get used to that, that's not a bad move, and that's not a bad move to use. Decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is blocked. So that means the closer. So like sometimes if it's blocked from like this range, some while standing moves miss. But you know, whatever. That's fair enough. You know, everyone deserves a punish if they're gonna block it. Down back 4-3 change the frame advantage when blocked from -13 to -11. So that means that if I set it on stand, when the first hit whiffs, let me put my stand guard. When the first hit whiffs, come on. Wow, is it that? It's got a good range. You know? That hits -11 instead of -13. But with a pushback, people are going to challenge that with jabs anyway. Obviously, some people have got longer range, 13 frame moves. So when that hits and they block that, the challenge with jabs, it's not always going to be guaranteed to hit. So you know that's a buff in a way because you know not everybody reacts to ducking the second hit of that. So if they're going to eat that and try to punish, the jabs are going to whiff, and you know, boom. That's a buff. It's also been changed from -2 to 0 on hit. That's massive because the amount of times no one's going to press on hit anyway, even though it's minus now. I do, just because I know, especially if I'm playing in a mirror match. So one thing you've got to know in a mirror match, let's see if I can show you. So if I do down back 4-3 into 1-2, right, that obviously we should trade at 12 frames. There you go. But if I do down forward 2, come on you bastard. Oh, that might have changed now. I thought it had some high cushion on it. People can, I think, I can't even stand in 4. That is sometimes guaranteed on certain angles, like that one then. So that's good if you're playing in a mirror match. And obviously you could, it's good because Claudio's jabs are insane. Like he's got some of the best jabs in the game. So being able to do that into that now, that's just great. Back one, this one's massive for me because obviously if you watch any of my gameplay, you know you see I hit a lot of people with this at the wall. Obviously you mix it up with that. Now that move has been changed from 20 damage to 25, so damage buff, fantastic. Change the frame advantage when blocked, -9 to -5. This could help in certain ways. Depend. What's it like on block? How far? Oh, you're close. So this, if people challenge this with jabs, you've got enough frames to be able to go under with down 1. I'm not sure about down back 2-1. I'm not sure if that'll crush in time. I don't know if you've got enough frames for that. Obviously, because this is 12 frames and that's 10. I don't know if I have no idea. But you've definitely got enough time to do this now. If you want to find a way to steal your turn back after this. So you can obviously try for the wall and into that. And obviously, if you want to do something like that, you know, you can, because that sometimes crushes highs. Change the opponent's behaviour when hit. No idea what that means. Let's put it into. I don't know if that means they're going to spin, or if it means it's not. I can't see it not knocking down. I can't see it. It doesn't look like the sort of move that wouldn't knock down. Maybe it like spins them round or something, and they land like face down. I've no idea. Shorten the recovery time after the move hits by 4 frames. So well, that's obvious in it, from -9 to -5. So that you'll be standing a lot quicker there. Next is back 3-3. We know nothing about that yet. We know it's the extension from this. Whether it's going to be safe, we know it can't hit launches. Whether it's going to be safe or not, no idea. To be honest, with the buffs that he's been getting so far, not really bothered if it's not. You can always use it. If it's unsafe, you can always use it, as people will respect this a lot more because this is -3 or 4 or whatever it is. So if they're scared of the extension, you've got an easier way to steal your turn back. So obviously it's good to have that sort of extension anyway. Back 4-3-2, increase the move's reach. That's sick. I don't really use that move unless it's a wall combo, but obviously if you do, you can use it with without Starburst. It's -14, so it's not the best. Obviously, I think it always wall splats, so you hit your wall combo or whatever. With Starburst, it's -1, so that's obviously really good. And obviously, it's got more reach now. So if you people that use that move more, I don't myself want to use a wall combo. Want to use that move a lot more, then you know that's sick. You've got that. Back 3+4 enables the move to cause a wall bound if it. By wall bound, I assume they mean wall bounce, so that means this is a wall bounce. Which I don't know. You could do some like setup or something. I don't know, maybe 1-2 on block into that. To, you know, beat some jabs out. But that's got a wall bounce. I only really use this move, for instance, when let's say Horang does wall running 3 or whatever it is, the wall running move. Yeah, down forward 3 and a wall bounce. That shit'll probably work. Yeah, I don't think it is as evasive from -2, but -1 definitely. You can do that. That evades some stuff. But I usually use that. I only really use that move, like for instance, when a Horang does running 3, it'll beat down forward 2, down 3, 4, whatever pressure he wants to get. The only move it won't beat is the down forward 4, and obviously the back 3, but who just throws that out. So that's a good option against like Horang. Up forward 4, increase the move's reach. Thank God. I don't think there anything about this in the season 2 patch notes. But if you've obviously played Claudio since season 1 into season 2, you will notice that the range on hopkick got nerfed. Like, for instance, let's see if I can quickly show you something. I'll just quickly show you this to show you that the range got nerfed. Got a repeat action. I'll just record it, I know input. That move there, I don't think I can hop kick it 1 minute. So you can't hop kick it in season 1 that you used to be able to hop kick that. If anyone doesn't know, your punish now is 1+2. That's your punish for that, or I think Rage Drive will work. Yeah, Rage Drive will work as well. But we used to be able to hop kick it, and you can't now. So I assume we'll be able to hop kick it again. Which, you know, that helps, because obviously 1+2 does a lot of damage, but hop kick for the wall carry and stuff, you know, you've got your extra damage at the wall. That'll be really good. Increase the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits. So I assume when it hits, it's got a little bit of pushback on it now, which maybe mean that won't work anymore. If people like to do, you know, a combo like that. That means that combo might not work anymore, no idea what they mean by that, but forward 3's got decent range anyway, so if you're stuck with doing what the combo you do in season 1, I assume that won't affect you in any way. While rising 1-1, where's that gone? While rising 1-1, first decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move hits. So it must be like point blank or something. I have no idea. I feel like it's quite close anyway. But yeah, the distance is closer. Second hit, change the damage from 12 to 15. So the second hit does 12 damage. Now does 15, so we've got more damage for our while standing Punisher at 12 frames, which is really good. So that means it'll do. So it does 24. That means it'll do 27 now. Fantastic. You know, you can't take away. We've just got a damage buff from a move. That's 12 frames from while standing for 27 damage. That's sick. While rising 3, change the frame advantage when blocked from -9 to -8. So that is now -8 instead of -9. But I never use that move ever. I might have done it in a misinput by accident. I have no idea. But it wall splats. It's a safe wall splat if you want to use it. And it's 1 frame safer now. So, but -9, -8, not really much difference. This one is the shit. This one for wall pressure is the shit. Change sidestep 4 during the frame advantage upon hit from +3 to +6. So for you that didn't know, that's +3, which means that will trade with a down jab, right? So most Claudios will do this and to try hit confirm that. But if you try hit confirm that, that can be down jabbed and interrupted. So obviously it's not that good. Obviously the down jab you've got a backdash and then you can do that anyway for a whiff punish. But being +6 now means that you can do that without any interruption whatsoever. You can try go for a counter hit without that being interrupted at all. You can hop kick without while standing 4 being traded. You can forward 1+2, 1+2, but that'll trade with a down jab. But if they try while standing 4, it'll beat them out. So what a buff! That is like the biggest buff, especially for like most of my, you get them to the wall. That's where Claudio's game comes in. Obviously, you play keep out, you play with punishment. But once you've got them to the wall, just doing that alone is scary against Claudio, because look at the chunk he's just done of damage there for a -12 move, completely delayable for so long. And they don't want to duck because they're scared of this and they're scared of that, and they're scared of this if you've got Starburst, because that'll wall spot as well. So they don't want to duck. So you keep sidestepping, you mix them up. They can't interrupt, because if they try to interrupt, idiots, dead. So that is massive. It also changes your opponent's behaviour when the move lands as a counter hit. So right now it does that, which that seemed good enough for me. But if they make it like Horan's where counter hit launches, that'll be absolutely insane. I've got no idea what they're going to do. Maybe that's guaranteed if they stand up, by the way. If you do a sidestep 4. Oh, I've got to get up kick on. Yeah, that's guaranteed. If they stand up straight after it. But maybe they change it so that might not be guaranteed, or like something else happens. I've no idea. But I'll take that it's been changed from +3 to +6. During Starburst, down 1, 2, increase the move's reach, same as without it. Same as without it, it'll reach further. During Starburst, down 2, 2, decrease the distance between the character and the opponent, same as before. Increase the move's reach with back 4, 3, 2, same as before, same as without thing. But overall, in Season 3, especially on a wall stage, because at the wall, nothing can be interrupted now with this. When people want to start ducking, against this, you've got an easier hit confirm with that. Without it being able to be blocked. Like, cause sometimes I've done that where that second hit is blocked. So overall, Bash has made him a lot scarier at the wall. He's got lows. He can take his turn after this. He can take if you do that, you can sort of take your turn after that. That you've got whatever you want. But yeah, overall, I'll say it this way: if you played Claudio before and you dropped him for, don't get me wrong, he had some nerfs, he had some buffs, whatever. It is difficult to win with Claudio at high level, definitely. I can definitely vouch for that. But if you was a Claudio player, I would highly recommend picking back up. I picked Law up to try main him. I will now definitely be having Law as a secondary, not a main. Claudio is definitely going to be my main in Season 3. If all this is definitely how I've just thought it out to be, then Claudio will definitely be my main in Season 3. I suggest if you used to main him, I'd pick him back up because he's going to be absolutely insane. If you've never played him before, he's an easy carrier to start with, a small move list. Got huge buffs now, could be up there on the tier list. I'd say he's lower mid tier right now, but with this, definitely high mid tier, maybe just sneaking into top tier, into up there with, I won't say with your Jin and your Steve and stuff, but maybe with your Paul and your, who else is quite high. Not so much, maybe close to Law. It looks like. It depends on how you play him, really. Obviously, if you play, you don't want to be using all, your high strings. You don't want to be abusing all of them because people will duck them. But if you play him the way I've just been describing him, it could be, with your punishment on point, your whip punishment on point. Playing him as scary as what he can be close to top tier. And obviously, if you don't play him, I suggest you should be picking him up. But yeah, this was what Claudio should be like in Season 3. I hope everybody comes back to him. That threw him off, binned him off. and I hope new people want to play him because he's a decent character now. Don't get me wrong, he's not the best, but in season 3 he's going to be up there. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed watching that. See you in a bit.